How's everyone doing today? So I just plugged this in. Did I turn it on? Hmm. I guess I didn't turn it on, but we are just turning it on. The last time I did this, it was way too hot, but we're not going to put it on that hot. We're just going to put it on about there. So what I'm doing here, just had this here for a minute. So what I'm doing here is these are my little art, things that I did, paint that I colored in and adult art stuff. And I wanted to put them in plastic. So I saw a great idea online how to laminate them. And so you can just use like freezer bags. And if there's something written on it, just put it on the back of the picture. And then you can keep your picture forever. So I've got it already cut out, the stuff from the bag that I don't need, and cut around the picture so it would fit in there. And you can cut out the trim afterwards. But what we're going to do here is we're going to make sure that it's all flat while we put the iron on. And then we're going to put this parchment paper. Oh, you could actually use this as tracing paper too. It's just parchment paper from the dollar store. So I'm going to actually put another layer because it's very thin. So we're going to do 2 layers of it. But yeah, my creative juices are flowing today. I made my dress. So let me show you guys the dress I made last night. Just going to set you guys on there for a minute. Oh, gotta move my table. So I made this dress with no sewing at all. Just cutting and tying. And this is the dress that I made. And you tie them up to where the arm is, and then the rest of the strings, you just stretch them. And I could even add some things to them, like some beads or something like that. And this is from it's from a construction shirt. My friend gave it to me. She knows I like to make clothes out of t-shirts because it's the fabric agrees with my skin. I thought this was pretty cool. So if I'm walking down the street, everybody's gonna see me. So let me show you the back of it. Let me move my hair. Show you the back of it. There's the back of it. They got a big X on the back. X marks the spot. Oh, that's what happened. Oh, my flag fell down. Didn't even notice that my flag fell down. See? Gotta poke it back up there. Who's this? Josh? Welcome. How's it going? Let me see if the iron is hot. Never put your hand on it. Just even like this far, you can feel it's hot. If you're really tough, you kind of touch it a little bit. But no, I'm not trying to be bad influence. Okay, let me set this up so you guys can see what I'm doing. Twist it over a little bit. And you guys can see what I'm doing. That. Oh yeah, I was gonna grab another parchment paper. Actually, you could also use just use a towel to make it thicker, because the towel is not going to burn. It's not going to you want to lay it on there flat. You don't want to move nothing. Gotta make sure that it's all down. We're just gonna, because I don't want to like melt the plastic that quickly. So we're just gonna try it like this first, because this is I'm just gonna test it first like this. We probably do have to do the other way, but because we have to melt the plastic, but not directly because it would stick to the iron. I did do this towel like double, So we will have to. The last time I did it, I didn't use a towel, so let's see what it did with the towel. I'm just experimenting. Let's see what it did. If it did anything. Move that. Let's take the towel off because it doesn't. We need to actually melt it. So yeah, it didn't do anything. Okay. So I don't have it that hot. I only have it on. We have it on 5. Yeah, not even 5. All right, let's do this. We just gotta set it on there. It's good to be able to see the picture. I gotta move paper. Oh, it does stick to a little bit. It does work, but I have to position it so I don't touch the plastic. All right, it is working. It is working. You don't want to move it. You just want to set it on there, and you don't want to have the iron touch the plastic either. My parchment paper is a little bit small. I'm just setting it on there, and then we're gonna see how it worked. I make sure that's around the picture. It's melted around the picture so that we can cut off the excess. So now it would be already done. So let's check it out. I'm gonna turn that off. Did it turn off? I don't know. Does it work? Okay. So now we're gonna pull this off. And then it looks kind of cool. Oh, it looks kind of cool now. And I did put a fabric underneath it. Oh, we got to do it on the other side yet. So I got to peel it off the fabric a little bit there. Got a little bit stuck to the fabric. I just wanted something soft underneath it. And it kind of stuck to it a little bit. All right, so we got to do it from the other side yet. But now it's kind of looks kind of like plastic. Kind of, yeah. So now we're going to fix this here. And I'm going to do it from the other side. Melt it in from the other side. All right. Put that back on there. Set the iron on it. That's an easy way to laminate anything you want to laminate if you want to kind of protect it from the weather or whatever. Make sure you stay on the parchment paper. Now once you've done it all, you can just kind of go over it. And around it, seal the edges. Make sure it was sealed. All right, put this out here. I'm going to plug the iron now. Now we're just going to cut around it. Cut around this. And you can just stay off the edge for like a little bit so that you can later trim it better. Just gonna give it a little bit of extra room there. I want to make sure that all the edges were sealed. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to go around, I'm just going to put this over it and just go over it while I have it unplugged. I don't have enough juices to go around the edges. Just make sure that the edges are really sealed, and then I can cut up right up against it. Where's my, I don't know where my smaller scissors, that probably work better than this big one. I did better on this one than I did on the last one I did. That way you can keep the things that you did for a while. You know, you can also put them on like a board or whatever, like a dream board, whatever. Something that inspires you by looking at it. You can make it part of your journal, you know, part of your art journal or whatever. If you make an art journal and add it to it too. So yeah, bloom where you are. That's what it's about. Flourish and bloom where you are. Create where you are. Oh, look at that. There, it looks like right there. It looks like it didn't get quite contact. It's very smooth over there. Might have to do that part over. Or just leave it. But yeah, this is some easy creative art. And yeah, today my juices are flowing. I do have some other ones I'll show you I could do, but I don't feel like really doing any more right now. I just wanted to, you know, show you guys what I did. And so I got that one I did the other day. What I was going to do is actually put another plastic over it and double it. Might even do this with this one later. But kind of looks like leather now, you know, and it's more like different feeling of it. But yeah, I got that one there that I can do. And then I got that one. True Love Stories Never End. Anyways, thank you guys for watching my little art show. And hope you guys do something creative too. I've got lots of other ones that I did here. Like I just outlined them all so it's more brighter. I did that with that one too. This one here I'm doing in blue. I started doing. So I do that before I color them. And they've got more flowers. And there's like a border. And I haven't painted it. But I'm using the, where'd they go? Using these markers here. They're Sharpie markers. That's what I'm using to paint them, color them. So anyways, thank you guys for being here and hanging out with me on the art show. Have a good day. Much love. Bye, y'all.